Hey Rhiannon. Today I'm in Togo, West Africa, and for this video you're going to have to make do with a voiceover because, well, I'll get to that. So I arrived last night, that was my hotel, lovely place, and then I walked along the beach this morning. You can see folks bringing in the nets from overnight, and way in the distance you can see the port, and you can see some ships also out in the harbor. But this was possibly the nastiest beach I've ever been to, and it looks quite lovely in the video, doesn't it? With the beach, with the tide coming in and the lovely waves. But you can kind of see that there's trash all over the beach, which, you know, some beaches have trash on them. But what you're not seeing, and more to the point, what you're not smelling, is that, well, you know, like I said, this is a working beach. You can see the folks pulling in their nets. And when nature calls, they don't step very far away from work, shall we say. That's the old pier, and you can see that in the distance there, the old pier that's kind of fallen into disrepair. There's a couple hotels along the beach, but for the most part, this is just a working beach. This shot here, you can hear them counting the beat, counting the cadence as they pull in the nets that have been out overnight. I didn't actually see any fish because they were all just starting to pull in the nets, and you can tell it's clearly a ton of work. So anyway, I was here to find a geocache. I walked about 1.5 miles down the beach and enjoyed the scenery. If you look out in the water, you can see the guys that are actually out there at the float. And anyway, this is where the geocache was. I did find it. I left a little ducky in there. But this is not a tourist destination, to say the least. And then, you know, I walked back along the street, which I suspect there are some folks who would say this was not a wise choice, but I made it back alive. If you listen in the background here, you can hear a couple kids saying, "Blanky, Blanky." So I was the only person of not color that I saw, except for one guy that was getting his motorcycle fixed. But yeah, it was an adventure. I'm not sure I'd recommend it to everybody, but I'm awfully glad I got the chance to visit here. Here, this is where you need to listen. The guy calling, "Blanky."